All right, y'all. Enough with that sappy love shit, okay? Moving on. All right. We gonna fuck with some of these downloads that I got. One of the downloads I got is that if you've been following me for a while, then you know that a few months ago, I was picking up on a warlock who had a coven, okay? And he was mad because he had connected with the divine feminine energy and she wasn't willing to be a part of his harem. These women, these various women who have levels of spiritual inclination that he collects, okay? She wasn't willing to be a part of his harem, his coven. So he decided that he wanted to attack her and try to bring her down, and he was using these other women to do it. But I was getting then that he was going to end up falling, and these women were going to fall with him. Fast forward to at least about 3 to 4 months later, that was like right before Christmas when I did that reading. And this warlock, his coven has crumbled. Okay, I'm picking it up. And he's sick. I think all of this promiscuous nympho behavior that he was practicing to lure these different women into his harem, he was having a lot of unprotected sex. And this man has contracted some type of illness that is making him very sick and debilitated. He is shrinking right before everyone's eyes, okay? A lot of these women have disconnected from him for various reasons. You know, he's no longer able to do what he was doing, using their energy in part to attack this divine feminine. So, Holy Spirit, what would you like for us to know about this energy I'm picking up on, this masculine and his coven, Holy Spirit, and his current illness? Because I am picking up that this man is sick now. It's like all of that energy he was sending out. Look, we have the Two of Wands. All that energy he was sending out, you know, he can see now that things are not what he hoped they would be. And this divine feminine energy has continued to remain in an abundant, bright, shining light. On the traditional Two of Wands card, if you remember or you know or are familiar with the card, it's a man who's looking out at a globe. He's looking out into the future, but his reality is that things are not doing so good. Things are not going that well in his life. We have the Pope card here. I feel like he can see that you are truly protected, whoever this divine feminine is that I'm talking to. He sees that she is a Hierophant. The Pope is the Hierophant card in the traditional deck, okay? We have the Ace of Wands. He sees that, like I said, she's living a very vibrant and abundant life. She's not having any issues at all, despite all of this energy that he was sending towards her. What else, Holy Spirit? We have the Six of Cups. This woman, I'm telling y'all, this is someone that he may have shared a past life with. He picked up on her energy and he wanted to be with her. He was having this kind of energy for her in the beginning now. He was trying to get this Queen of Wands energy to join his crew. He was rushing at her real heavy, trying to seduce her, trying to pull her in. She is this Queen of Wands energy. See, he thought she was a minion. What is giving me, Queen of Wands are intuitive women. They do have heightened spiritual gifts, okay? But a lot of times they don't realize what lies within them, okay? They're not tapped into what they got inside of them. Other people can see it, but they can't quite see it. They know they're beautiful on the outside, but they ain't quite tapped into that inner beauty yet. okay? And see, that's the type of vibe he was having this woman in. He knew she was spiritually inclined, but he realized that she didn't know how spiritually inclined she was. And so he tried to get her to join his harem. With this Knight of Wands, Ace of Cups energy, he made her an offer, like I said, to join his coven, his harem. He wasn't calling it that, but she knew that he had other women. He was not fully committing to her, but he was making a minimal offer to her. But she didn't want that. With this Five of Cups, that offer left her in regret. I feel like she communicated to him that she wanted to be his ideal love choice. Okay? That being in a third, fourth, fifth party type of situation would leave her in the Five of Pentacles. And that she wanted to balance her life and have justice by being the only Pentacle, okay? With this Ace of Pentacles energy. Like, yeah, she might have came off as a Queen of Wands to him, but this woman knew her worth. She knew her worth now. She might not have been tapped in all the way to her spiritual ability, because I'm picking that up, but she knew her worth, okay? And she let him know that she didn't have to settle being in no third-party relationship to deal with him. We have the Five of Wands, and that's when the drama began. Okay? That's when he was like, oh, bitch, for real? With this Magician card, you want to refuse my love offer? Okay? I'm going to start blocking some shit for you then with this Seven of Wands here. This is exactly what this say. He got upset because she refused his love offer. So he started doing magic on her. He started doing magic on her. Trying to cause her to have losses in her money. Loss in friendship, relationship. You know, he really was trying to cause havoc for her, but he wasn't just doing it himself. He was using these women who looked at him as a King of Cups, excuse me. He knew that he came off as a King of Cups to these other energies, and he was going to use these other energies to help him as well. We have the King of Wands. I'm telling you, this man is single in his mind, and even though he knows that these women care for him, they see him as like their ideal love choice. They have a lot of emotions for him. He still considers himself as a single man at the end of the day. Okay, I keep seeing this Temperance card. I feel like that's just speaking to how he thought he was going to balance her out. How he was going to make her bow down, child. Something like that here. She wasn't willing to bow down to this man. This King of Wands Warlock energy out here. We have the Hermit. I feel like she knew it was something up with him, but she wasn't quite aware of what it was. We have the Fool right behind the Hermit. I feel like he cloaked himself. He did not want her to know that it was him. Something like that here, because I'm telling y'all, this man was enamored with this woman at first. Yeah, he was taking these risks, but he didn't want her to know that these risks were coming from him. Okay? That's why he wanted to use these other women. Can I get some information on these women in his harem, Holy Spirit? That's why he was cloaking him. We have the Three of Swords. These women are heartbroken, y'all. I'm telling you, his coven has crumbled. I feel like at first they were very satisfied they were in the Nine of Cups dealing with him. They didn't mind being the third, fourth, fifth, sixth party energy I'm picking up on. They were just glad to be in the number. They may have been receiving some type of benefit from dealing with this King of Wands energy, okay? But he's a fire sign, a Leo, an Aries, or Sagittarius. I'm hearing Aries in particular. Maybe Sagittarius, I don't know, but he's a fire sign for sure. But he didn't want this woman, he didn't want this Queen of Wands to know that the attacks were coming from him. And these women that he was using to attack her, they were cool with it at first. They felt like she was some type of enemy, and he was praising them and giving them some type of reward. With this Nine of Cups here, it's like they were getting satisfaction. Excuse me. They were getting satisfaction out of attacking her, but now they're in the Three of Swords. We have the Three of Wands. He's had to turn his back to some of these women because of his health condition, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this man's sick. This man's sick. Look, we got the World. He's had to end 1111 on the phone, what he has going with all of these women, because he can no longer perform. And it's obvious. And I guess it's getting to the point where I'm hearing he can infect them with this Seven of Swords, and we have the Death on the bottom. I'm trying to tell you now, this man's sick. And so as opposed to trying to still be sneaky and, you know, act like he not playing and skirting around death, low key, because I'm picking that up. I was picking that up from the beginning. This man is emaciated, excuse me. He's wasting away. But it's all of this magic and negative energy he sent towards this Queen of Wands because she would not take part in whatever he had going with these other women, this harem energy. He was being an energy vampire off of these women, though, okay? He was using these women's energy, these Queen of Pentacles energy, because these women ain't fucked up that he was dealing with now. These women do have spiritual gifts. That was his whole thing. He liked to get women that he could pick up were spiritually gifted, but they may not have known their power to alchemize and transmute energy. So he was transmuting, using their energy to transmute abundance for himself. And they would get some of the residual left over, okay? Look, what I said. He was using these Queen of Pentacles energy to transmute and create a Ten of Pentacles for himself. But that shit didn't play out because this man's sick and he can't even perform. Okay? He can't hold on to these women. We have the Eight of Wands. He's had to communicate to these women the truth. Some of them, because with this Papa's card coming out right behind this, it's given that he may have had to tell these women that he is sick and that they may need to look into getting some testing or look into some results, some remedies or some shit. The Papa's card talks about trying to find a solution to a problem, whether it's an illness, something you may be going through. People can reference it to magic as well, okay? But it's a student, someone who's trying to find a solution to a problem, and they're using different methods and theories to come to a solution, okay? And I feel like he's had to tell these women, he's had to communicate to them that, you know, it's a possibility you may be sick too, so you might want to go get some testing, you know, go to the doctor, see what type of advice and opinion you can get about your own health. Because he's sick. And he knows that he was dealing with these women simultaneously, giving and receiving from them. All of them was like a big old happy family with this Ten of Cups here. And see, she didn't want to be a part of that because she had enough sense and evidence to know, okay, with this Page of Swords energy, that something eventually was gonna crumble with that type of behavior. You cannot keep fucking up to 6 women raw And they may still be sleeping with whoever they sleeping with on top of that. And them whoever they sleeping with may still be sleeping with whoever they sleeping with. I mean, it gets that real in the field. And that's why you got to wrap up. But this man, he didn't want to wrap up. Part of his game to get these women was to have raw sex with them, to implant some type of spiritual tie in them, to make them feel that way about him, to become this Queen of Cups energy. The way he had sex with them is what pulled them in. He's not able to do that anymore. He's in the Nine of Wands, y'all. Okay? Them party days is over with. With this Three of Cups here, them party days is over with. Anything else, Holy Spirit? We have the Three of Pentacles. I'm trying to tell you, them Three of Pentacles and them Three of Cups days, those 6 women that he had in this harem coven energy, these women, they fucked up too now. They ain't fucked up as him, but I feel like some of these women may be sick as well. They may not know that they're sick, but I feel like he's had to tell them. It's up here. He's had to let these women know that it's a possibility that y'all may have something and you need to go get checked out. Look, we got the Star card. He has given them some form of truth and reality about his situation and their situation as a whole. You know, the big 10 of Cups, happy family, harem coven energy has been disbanded. Okay. Anything else? We have the Two of Swords here. Clarify this Two of Swords. Some decisions gonna have to be made. We have the Hangman and we have the Emperor. So he knows he's caught up. He knows that it's really kind of like the beginning of the end for him. He's still trying to remain in this position of authority over, I ain't gonna say over these women. He still wants to look like he's a boss though, to the outside world. Even though I'm telling y'all, these women have walked away from him. The majority of these women, if not all of them, have walked away from this warlock emperor energy here. Because they know he fucked up. And it's like, he had to make a decision to let them know the truth because he was going to be caught up either way. The Holy Spirit says that's the truth. He had to let these women know the truth. Maybe one of these women are pregnant. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling y'all, it's something like he knows that, look, we got the Seven of Pentacles right behind the Empress. So I'm picking up that one of these women are pregnant, okay? And either one of these women found out through their doctor that they got this disease, or he knew that she was going to eventually find out she had this disease because she is pregnant. So he had to let the cat out the bag. He had to, with this Knight of Pentacles here, because the future evidence was going to show what the truth was anyway. Okay? He can only run around this hamster wheel so many times avoiding what was happening in his life. And again, I'm telling you, you can tell that this man is sick. So he was going to have to give up the truth one way or the other here, okay? Because he's currently facing karma. And I'm telling you, it's all coming from him trying to attack this Queen of Wands energy because she didn't want to be a part of his foundation. And I'm dropping the mic on that Four of Wands, okay? All right, y'all. I'm letting it go right there. I hope this message helps someone. I hope it provides you with the insight and clarification that you were looking for. But always remember, y'all, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Take only what resonates and leave the rest. And I'll be back soon with another one. Peace.